Hey guys, Chris and Martha here, and today we have a special treat for you.
We hear and see a lot of questions around full-time RVers. How do you make money on the road? What do you do to earn income? We have a special treat, and we're going to be interviewing some of our friends that are full-timers in another Valor that have a business that they run out of their garage.
So here's a special treat. This is Kim. She owns an Alliance Valor 42V13, which we think is the best floor plan out there. I'm just throwing that out in the universe. So Kim owns Sypher Life, and I'm going to let her explain what she does.
Thank you, Martha. We do personalization for your life.
How long have you guys been running Sypher Life?
So we started Sypher Life in our garage in our sticks and bricks in August of 2018.
When you were planning on going full-timing, did you initially have the idea of taking the business on the road?
Yes. We've always known that we needed to do something.
After getting dimensions of this garage from Alliance prior to ever ordering it, I built this table in the sticks and bricks to come into the...
Gotcha.
The one we had in the sticks and bricks was like 3 of these.
It was really cool. I mean, to take what was a garage size operation and then be able to scale it to a level that you could take it mobile and still be able to produce any type of customization that your clients could want. To me, this is a genius way to make money on the road to supplement income. And it's something that if you're going to rallies or you're going to meetups or gatherings, if you plan ahead and have enough product on hand, I mean, you could set up shop and you full-time and full-time working at some of those events.
And the idea really came, we were camping, and there was a grandma and grandpa camping next to us, and they were taking their grandchildren back to mom and dad. That's where we kind of came up with the idea that wouldn't it be cool to be able to take a picture of them around the fire?
And then put it on a t-shirt for them to bring home.
We feel like you have a special story in your life, and so why not give you products that explain your life? Some of the things that we do is we do custom embroidery. We also do sublimation, which is kind of like a screen printing, okay? We also make, I'm going to highlight this. This is one of my beach bags. What's unique about this is it's sewable vinyl, and guess what? When you go to the beach, all the sand falls out of the bottom. These are very much customizable. The butterflies are actually done on the embroidery machine, and it's called freestanding lace.
Can you explain how the freestanding lace works?
So the freestanding lace, we actually take a stabilizer that is a wash away. So we hoop this wash away stabilizer. Think of it like your Tide Pods, right? So I hoop this, and then the machine, because I've programmed it which butterfly I would want, each butterfly has upwards of 20,000 stitches per butterfly. Then when it's all done and said, you take it off the hoop and you literally wash away this backing. What I'm going to do now is actually, we're going to alter some curtains. So basically, I've changed the machine from embroidery function to a sewing function. And it's pretty common in the RV world that you can never find curtains that are the right length. So what is sublimation? Sublimation is kind of like screen printing. So we all know how it is when you buy a t-shirt someplace and it feels kind of like plastic laying on top of your shirt. That's vinyl. And we know when you dry wash them and dry them, that vinyl starts cracking. With screen printing, it's a little bit different process. It's ink that is laid on top of your fabric. So over time, that ink will start fading, and so then you end up with your concert t-shirts, you wear it a lot, and it's all faded. Sublimation is a different process. It's actually a chemical reaction. So it is a special ink, it is a special paper. You cannot, sublimation works best on polyester and specially coated items. So we can sublimate on several different substrates. So we could do mouse pads.
That was really cool. The colors come out so vibrant too. It's really bright.
It's a really nice mouse pad.
Well, that's
the logo is just
the one thing about sublimation. It doesn't do well on dark colored surfaces.
Mhm.
It's much better with light colored surfaces.
T-shirts, cups. We can do pet accessories, coasters.
So your entire operation is literally in a 13-foot garage of your toy hauler.
Correct.
And it looks like you guys have built a custom table in front of the Happy Jack system, which is housing what looks like a heat press, your sublimation printer, and a traditional inkjet printer. And then this here is just the Happy Jack system that you've customized by putting a desktop on top of it, and it looks like you're running 2 computers on top of that.
Correct.
And then on this side, you've got 2 different types of sewing machines. You got the one that has a computer on it. That thing is awesome. It's got quite the brain. And what's the little one on the end?
This is a serger.
A serger.
So,
what is a serger?
So a serger, if you look at the bottom, like say the bottom of your shirt, right? That special stitching right there,
Yep.
that's done on a serger.
Oh.
It also binds the edges of a fabric.
And that's another thing that you did as a sublimation is the Alliance flag. Can you explain what are all the signatures?
So when our Alliance was delivered to us, we had this nice piece of paper that everybody that worked on our Alliance in the factory signed this piece of paper as it went down the line. So I took this, scanned it, sent it to myself, and from that I
A
created.
garden flag that you have pinned up, right?
Correct.
That's cool. Complete customization. Yep.
So that's one of our cutting boards that we did again, the Alliance signed page and put it on a cutting board.
So that's glass.
It is glass, and we add little cushy feet to it.
It goes through the back, so you're actually pressing down, so you're looking at it from the bottom up on the other side.
Correct.
Ah, so that protects it so that it doesn't get scratched up.
Yes, and this
Right.
is an embossed surface on the top.
Great for cheese.
So the only limitation is your own creativity. Whatever you can come up with, you could find a way to build.
Correct. And so whatever as a customer you want, if you wanted, you wanted your dog's picture.
Everybody loves
On a
Callie.
Everybody loves Callie. That's right.
Little shameless plug, Venturesome couple.
There you go.
Now, I have a couple of different heads that go on this. I can remove this plate and attach by just unplugging and plugging into the smaller pieces. A mug press, a plate press. We can do hats.
Do a hat.
Get a full-on production line going in here.
It has forced us to be extremely, extremely organized when it comes
And also in our Alliance with this 400-degree heat press running in here, our wonderful air conditioner still keeps it nice and cool in our garage.
Which is impressive. He is not joking, because if you look at the thermometer, that's 75 degrees with a 400-degree temperature press running.
What do we do special though for all of this equipment in here to operate,
Yeah.
not to overload our electrical system here?
In our RV,
Hang on.
I don't need that.
Yes, you do.
What I have done is because we don't use the 30 amp plug on a pedestal that most campgrounds have, 30, 50, and 20, I run a 30 amp cord that runs to 3 110 outlets, and this entire room is on a 30 amp breaker all by itself. So I'm not pulling any electricity through the 50 amp in the RV. And then out on the porch, the side deck, I have a little refrigerator and a couple of fans, and I use a cord to run from the 20 amp out there, so it's also not running on the RV. So when I pull up to a campground, I use the 20 amp, the 30 amp, and the 50 amp to hook up. But if they don't have it, I also have solar, and I can pretty much get along with just the solar.
When you're out with your family and you have a really cool picture that you want, or friends, and you want to capture that moment and put it on a mouse pad or on a cup, we can do it within an hour of receiving actually your photo. Sypherlife.com.
Really, as we were talking about in the video, your creativity is your limitation. So think big and find ways to make some money on the road and have fun. That's what this is all about.
So I'm going to link their website in the description below. And yeah, if you check them out, mention Venturesome Couple or VC Valor 15 for 15% off your order. As always, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate your love and support. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and leave us a comment below and see what your thoughts are on Sypher life.
Friends for life.
Go.